What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to our Killing Floor 2 solo guide. Today we are playing Power Core Hell on Earth, short for Waves, as per usual. What do we have here? Earn Commando XP, AA12 Auto, Shotgun Damage, and Z Landing on Suicidal. Well, no, and maybe. Actually, that maybe is going to be a yes, because we are going to play support later on. But we start off as SWAT as per usual. Why? Well, I do like armor, can tell you that much. So what do we start off with?
Newsflash, I'm not loving the undergroundness of this place.
You are a dead guy. But yeah, what we start off with obviously is killing Zeds. That's what you do in this game. But usually an area where I like to be in the first wave, because there's not a whole lot of resistance thrown at you, is here, because they really don't come from any directions. Well, either this or that way. And you can usually fight your way out of one direction if things get dicey, and if you can't, well, that's too bad. I'm just kidding. If you can't, you can jump down here. You believed that for a moment, right? But I would just say, well, that's too bad. Or maybe I'm not very believable, I don't know. Well, hello. Also hello. And then you can move your way back around here and get hit by a bloat because you are inept, like I am. Not playing very careful, but that's what you know of me. And then you are back here and you can kill a few things. Like this. Once you get overrun, jump down and do the whole thing again. I don't like these armored people. I'll just shoot their legs because I don't know how to beat them. Oh well. I haven't played much since the updates. So, this is all relatively new to me, actually. Let's go into this teleporting thing. I don't know why they create so many maps with teleporting things. I don't like that. I don't want to teleport around. So what we are doing in Wave 2 is actually quite simple, because we are going to pick up the UMP. Why? Because I haven't shown it yet. But we are going to pick up the UMP, we pick up some ammo, and where we are going to hold is actually not quite clear. I'm just kidding. Moody. The interesting part is there really isn't much choice in where you're going to hold. I mean, obviously we're going to hold down here. Things get tricky, move here or here. There is enough space to maneuver around, which is the good part, so don't feel too endangered. And personally, I believe you should be moving around a bit. Usually makes it a lot easier. And as you know, I do like easy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, why force yourself into challenges when we are creating a guide for the easiest way of doing this? Curiously though, there is no super easy way of doing this map. Kind of throws you into a pinch here. You're not going to burn me with that. So, what we are doing next is kill Husk. I don't like Husks very much. Kill. This is really it. This is what you do. These first two waves. I mean, wave 2 really shouldn't give you that much trouble yet. If it does, Berserker is always an option, I guess. I Hate these invisible bastards.
Come see me. The pod's safely open.
And now we are going to switch off of SWAT, because this is enough of that, and we are going into... Surprise, surprise. Well, not really a surprise, I already told you what we're going to do with. AA-12 and nothing else.
My AA-12 will kick him in the head.
Not sure why we're running for ammo, because we are full. What you can do is stay back here. We're actually going to do it. What you also can do, another interesting spot, is back here. Or really in any corner. To be honest, in any corner is fine. This one isn't very final because we're going to spawn on top of you. So I guess I take that back. Really only in the two back corners over there.
All Z's on the scope. Back to it, mes amis.
So we are going here and we are having fun. I hope. Maybe. Maybe not.
Newsflash, I'm not loving the undergroundness of this place.
Well, I don't like this neither, but that's where we are right now. See you. And you. And you. Now curiously, I know it's a shotgun, this old bastard AA-12, but curiously, having some distance to look ahead is actually quite useful for it. Because despite popular belief being that it is best in very close quarters, I would beg to differ and say having a little bit of a distance with this thing isn't necessarily bad. It was a mixture of bad shooting and just being bad in general. No, I'm just kidding. Or maybe not. No, you're also dead. But the thing about the AA-12 is you can just spam your way through this distance. I mean, this is not super far distance, this is really the distance where you want to be. Pretty long sight lines so you can prepare for everything that's coming. Pro tip, avoid the flashlight when possible, because when you light the flashlight onto crawlers, they're jumping around doing evading stuff. And, well, you know, it's no fun when we're evading all over the place. But you know that, right? So this is my favorite spot. This here, unfortunately, isn't my favorite spot. But it is what it is.
Glad you made it back.
And double barrel, thank you very much.
Come on, you know it's classy.
Final choice.
And the unfortunate part is we cannot move in here again. We have to hold here. And I really wish it weren't so. Because I don't like it here at all. But if I had to choose a spot here, which I have to, it's going to be here. Because the path down here is pretty long and then you have this area to defend. But what it's going to come down to is kiting a little bit. Which is fine, we have an AA-12, we can kite. Hey, we completed a daily challenge, that's great, I guess. Might as well call it spam a lot with this thing. Yes, I do love me some AA-12, but some people make the mistake of just spamming and not aiming. That's not going to win you the game, unfortunately. Wish I could tell you something else, because that would make this easiest way of winning a whole lot easier to decide. Because then I would just say pick the AA-12 and you win, but... Fleshpound number 2 and Fleshpound number 3 is dead. What I'd like to do now is heal myself, because I don't like being almost dead. Now we're finally being forced to move a bit. But I do like regaining my position. Because this is the position that I want to hold, right? Right. I don't like husks. What we are doing is we are moving closer to the husks, and that wasn't part of the plan. The plan was to get the kill and then move along. Getting burned like that was certainly not the plan. So don't do that. It's not the plan. Neither is this, by the way. So yeah, that's kind of the problem. Once you do get burned like that, it's just spiraling out of control a little bit. Which again is totally not the plan. But hey, it forces you to move around a little bit. I think any strategy that allows for failures like that is probably a good one, right? So we won despite this.
Spend wisely.
Again, be careful, kill the husks accordingly and not that way, and you won't have any trouble.
Know how to stay alive out there.
It worked regardless, but not necessarily the way I wanted it to go. And what we are doing for the boss fight
Buy
is
some armor.
quite obvious. I mean,
Divided in one piece.
we always go this way. We go Berserker, we go Eviscerator and Katana, and we're done. This map is actually one of the harder ones. Can play Berserk on it, but I really find spamming your way through with the AA-12 is relatively simple. Unless you make some major boo-boos like I just did, but even then, I mean, we're still going to win this. Despite our lapses of concentration.
Time's up. Go kill some.
That's usually what shows me a strategy is working. If you make mistakes and it's still working.
And I've got some new tricks.
That gives you some validation.
I will follow the trail.
And the Patriarch generally isn't a big threat. Watch as he kills us now.
You might want to run now.
I am running, thanks for the heads up.
Stay right there. I'll do this quick.
Come back. That didn't work very
I
well.
understand they said you're gonna die.
Nope. I'm not even sure why I throw these grenades, they're not particularly useful here. I'll throw them anyway.
Bullets, anyone? Come on. You're on someone my side.
Watch out.
There is no one your size here, mate. You are humongous.
Something close.
Nope. Really, it's just about killing the guy now. And then we should be fine.
Your father proud.
A little bit drawn out. That was useless. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Really, in solo, he usually can't do very much to kill you. I'm more afraid of husks than of a Patriarch. Nope. Again, husks, usually a bigger issue to me. Which is kinda sad, isn't it?
Maybe I'll kill you so I can kill you.
Watch it, siren.
You're on someone
That's
my
not fun.
side.
He is so inaccurate on a distance, it's crazy. Ammo, I really don't care about loads at all. I'll kill him regardless, because kill numbers are fun. I mean, it's really just running in circles and hitting him with shots, and at some point you're going to win, and that's literally it. Whee! Sometimes you also fly and evade some rockets. And this should be it now. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can do this as well. So until next time, with the next map, farewell.